Dude, I just learned something that was really interesting. I mean, I kind of knew about it a little bit, but this one guy was talking about it was a YouTube video. Guy was talking about women, and he was talking about how men and women are different. Men always seem to go by, more logic and facts, and women seem to go by, feelings and fantasy. And here's how I have to say it. The mentality of a man changes and gets more logical as they grow into their manliness. They start looking at facts, they start looking at actual proof itself. That's good. That's how the world goes round, and that's how the world actually changes. Women, they stay in their fantasy mode, childlike mode, for their whole entire life. Not saying that they don't change a little bit, which they do. I can say that they do. But they're more into their feelings and intuition and fantasy, more so than they, were.
Now that looks like the car of a psycho murderer. I'm digging it. Get back to the bloodshot dam and try honking your way in again.
Yeah. I can see that. So the mindset of a boy, a young man and a young lady, say, they're going through like high school and that. There's a fine line difference. Men dramatically change because they have to. Just like a little boy doesn't have to really change too much compared to an older man.
That looks like one of ours. Let him in while I try to get Hyperion back on the horn.
So...
We've been tricked!
That's one of the things that people have to really understand. That most women don't grow past a certain mindset. Most. The ones that do, is because they actually have to change, because they have to survive on their own. Like, not every woman's gonna sit there and have a man to support them and to do all the stuff for them. It works like that. That's the reason why when men take care of women, they stay like that child base. They have feelings, they have all this stuff for that. And that's what happens. Why men don't want women to get to that position. We don't. I want my woman to be happy, smiley, childish looking, because they always say, when a woman acts more like a child towards you, she likes you. Which means all feelings. You're feeling of your accomplishments, they obsessed about you. When they see you, they see something that reminds them of a strong father figure. Even though they want to date you and be with you, that's what they look forward to. Just like
You're in? Great. Roland should be around here somewhere.
Like
I'm sure you can handle yourself, but if anything happens to Roland,
make
sure nothing happens to
date?
Roland.
And some people say, I don't know what a woman actually
Come meet your maker.
like, oh, I date someone like that. Smart, funny, and of course the sexual attention, how someone looks at all these things.
Look here, Hyperion. I'm not asking much for Roland. $1 million bucks.
But that's what it is about some women.
Listing on.
The feminist women out there.
The Bloodshot's all right. They've been trying to take Roland out ever since he kicked their asses out of Sanctuary.
They kind of don't know.
Come meet your maker.
Feminist women don't know how to date someone. It's because they don't have a father figure that
You're going down!
they know about and how to.
Oh my God, I'm on fire!
Because that's the whole point of it is like, you raise your children to be a father and mother. You discipline them, you go through the road, you understand. That's what you do. And that's kind of the whole point. And is it hard to see in some way? Yeah, it is. I think a lot of people just don't understand because go through like a young lady has to know how a man is through the father. That's how they know today. But so if a father's misplaced, he's not there. He's an asshole. He treats the mother like shit. Then more or less likely she's gonna think all men are like that because of that one man. It's kind of weird how it goes like that, but it's true. And kind of a sad thing too because a lot of them, they don't have good father figures, so they get really fucking confused in how it goes, and they sit there and they're like, well, I think all men are bad, and then when they meet a good guy, their brain can't comprehend why is he good. And yeah, that's what it comes down to. And we're not even joking about this. This is a current. This has been happening for a long time now. That men don't understand. It's like, oh, why?
I can't hear you.
The easiest way of knowing why.
Okay, Hyperion. $100,000 for Roland.
Basically comes down to
Take me back and let's negotiate already.
women themselves just don't know anymore.
Hyperion wants Roland back. Even if they don't buy into the Bloodshots, they'll be coming for him. You better hurry.
And they are. They're completely crazy. The women always have to complain about it. It's kind of a sad thing. It's not to say that these women are bad people. It's never to say that. It's just their mindset is just nothing but every man is bad because they don't meet this expectation fantasy from Disney.
No getting away from us!
See, when you let corporations fucking run you, that's when you start having problems. It's not real life. Like, these women really think that men are like Prince Charming. They go through all these things to do whatever they can to be used to that, but they don't actually get guys like that.
I like it. I want it.
They want that fantasy. And that's what they get obsessed about. They get obsessed about fantasy. My ex was like that. she's very into Disney and stuff like that. She believes in all this Prince Charming that you should try and do everything possible to make my life easier. I should have everything and anything, and it's just like you give them that stuff and that you try to give them everything and anything.
Clean up this planet. And that means I gotta kill bandits like you.
And then it comes down to
Bloodshots.
It's still not enough. It's still not enough. It's never enough.
Info Roland gathered on the vault. We know Hyperion wants it open, but we don't know why. If you rescue Roland, we might have a shot at stopping Jack.
And that's the problem comes up. When is it not enough?
I've got a hole full of meat. You're gonna die. What? Death, gargle.
And this is where guys come in and try to figure this shit out nowadays. It's kind of sad because there's just so much shit. There's so much dating. Everybody wants to date. And no one wants to get married. No one wants to have kids. And like they live this fucking lifestyle.
No, my shield! Not a problem! To compensate! Down anyway! Come on, shield!
And then the women get so fucking mad. And the men get mad because they're so confused themselves. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, why am I doing all this stuff? And yeah, it's like, why am I doing all this bullshit? The thing is, they're not lying.
I can smell my skin.
And people get, then men get really confused and they're like, what is this?
I am alive! Kill your man! What the hell?
And you're like, yeah.
More than that.
That's what's making it really confusing.
Never dying!
Ben's just like, huh? It's like, Max was all loving and caring, and she was really cool with me and that. She really actually liked me that, and then out of nowhere, it just switched. She started like disliking me more. Because her fantasy was so fucking ridiculous that she literally...
I didn't get half my guys killed kidnapping the most wanted criminal of Pandora just so you can ignore me! How about 50,000 bucks?
And like, so... Listening to this video this guy was actually explaining, like, most of these women have so much fantasy mode that they're never, like, they're never happy.
Just a drop on my tongue. I want everything you want. You lost.
like they're never happy. And the reason why they're never happy is because they can never admit. They don't admit too much. They're like, well, you have to do this, you have to be like that, and do this, and do that, and do this, and do that, and do this. And like, where are you getting this information from? Well, you ever watched a Disney movie before? Yeah, you try to act like Princess Jasmine in that. You should be fucking, you know, a super hot, skinny chick with those big fat ass titties. That's not. That's Disney princess logic. Come on now. Keep it together. Keep it together, guys. That's how we want you to be. But, no, actually, it's not. Have you ever talked to, and these are crazy emotional, I call them liberal-based women.
How is the dying?
Liberal-based women are probably like the craziest fucking women, and they're always fucking single. They're always fucking single. No one can date them. They're such undateable fucking people that it's like, it's fucking phenomenal how much you just cannot date a liberal-based woman. Like a very far left, crazy, like wow. Like this is one is just like wow, that is way too much. Yeah, it's just too much. I could fucking stand it. That's all I tell people. Like, if you don't believe in God, you don't see the truth about what is going on in this world, that I'll I would say like this. I'm not gonna want to date you. You say it's okay for a porn that happens. You can understand that, you know, that sex is not everything in this world. And all you want to do is sit there and like say, oh, that's okay, but having sex with
Somebody stop that slagging from
because
springing and rolling. We lose him, we lose our payday.
Oh, God!
I'm not gonna lie, fuck that. That's one of the things that I despise to play.
Vault Hunter. Good to finally meet you in person.
Yeah, we'll listen to
Hell of a job fighting through those bloodshots. This'll just take a second.
Here it is.
The world doesn't exist. Women fall in love with the not because you are, but because she projects her fantasy onto you. She imagines the life of your
Well,
the emotions you
that's that.
fairy tale.
Now let's see about getting out of here.
When reality
Vault Hunter! You gotta stop this thing! Let go of me,
And
damn
that's
it!
how Handsome Jack pays ransoms. Long time no see, Roland. Soldier! This way! Let go of me, damn it! Keep up that fire! I can use some help!
Yep.
she's measuring reality the way you are, when in fact she's rewriting it moment by moment based on emotion. So
That's 100% true. This guy knows that these people are probably psychological enhanced. Like they do a lot of psychology.
Where are you, soldier?
But no, he's not lying. And of course, I can't say all women are like this, but there's a lot of women that are like that. Like majority of them are, like 90% of them are. They change their reality based upon a lot of different things.
Let me know if any.
Hyperion took Roland?
And especially nowadays, that women are less fucking disciplined because they are. They're super less disciplined compared to what they used to be. Women back then used to be more disciplined. They knew that they had to be a mother. These women nowadays are complete fucking opposite. Like, they don't want to be mothers, they want to be play asses. They don't want to fucking work in that. And I understand guys are like that too. Yeah, guys are like that too, but we don't have to take initiative of being a father figure. Being a father figure was a proud moment that, you know, having kids and shit and not playing around so damn much and that. Nowadays, people want to, you know, play a lot. All life's a little more easier now that you got life technology now. You don't have to rely on having kids to survive.
Just leave us alone! Leave us alone! Help!
That's always been the narrative. But, like, men still haven't changed when it comes down to when we see a woman in that, especially an attractive woman, we don't want to not come up next to you and say, hey, it's like, you're really pretty in that. It's like, I really like you in that. Would you like to date? Would you like to talk? At least talk. We can't even do that. Like, if I go to the gym and if I find a woman that I'm attracted to, and I go up to her and I say, hey, that's what they want. And say, hey, it's like, I'm attracted to you. I see you all the time. You give it a couple, like, months and now you see him. I see every now and again that, but, you know, you exercise really well now. I'm looking for an exercise partner in that, you know, and, you know, you're really attractive and I want you to see if me and you can, you know, at least talk and then get to know each other. Maybe date and I don't know. But the reason why that you say that a man would pay for the whole entire date, because we're expecting you to do the other end of the bargain. We expect you to fall in love with us, to get closer to us, to actually like us for us, not for what you assume of us. This is where he gets the narrative that women nowadays are higher in fantasy and make-believe feelings than actual feelings themselves. And most of this comes down to they don't have good father figures to direct them towards a good man, and they don't realize, evidently. Like my ex, she didn't realize that I was good for her, and I was honestly the best thing for her. I was going to bring her out of her bullshit. I was going to bring her out of her fantasy. And this guy nailed it on the head 100%. That women never give. They're supposed to be the lovers of the relationship. Guys are supposed to be logical. We're supposed to be survivors. We're supposed to worry about money net. The one thing I would say that broke me and my you know, my ex-woman up in that is that I didn't agree with how she wanted her life to be in quarantine.
I'm hearing more gunfire than usual.
That was the
Still waiting
basics
for a
of it.
response from Hyperion.
How she thought of life was so much fucking different than mine.
Get on my plane!
And like, and that's what it was. She literally assumed I said, oh yeah, plan to get married in like 5 years. She wanted to reassure that she had me. instead of just having me. What you could have done is been like, oh, what's your opinion about 5 years from now? You know, what do you think about your life? That's basically what she stated.
Damn robots!
And I said what any man would say, but I don't worry about money, and I don't worry about my health, and that. I don't worry about, you know.
Please, no!
Critical, bitch!
You know, she was worried about, you know, getting married. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would I want to get married when I don't have the things I want to have? Just to get married? Like, that makes no logical sense at all. Exactly, logical sense at all. And it didn't. I went by the narrative of understanding that you can't survive on humans alone. That's fucking like retarded as fuck. That doesn't make no sense.
Look out! Badass loader!
Target in sights.
But inside her mind, that's the only thing that she can think of. To retry what she fucked up. And that's all it was. And a lot of women have that expectation. Especially when they've already been divorced. Or they already did cheat. And their excuses are fucking just phenomenally hilarious. He talks about it's like, okay, why? Oh, so why did you get divorced now? Well, he divorced me because they cheated. Well, so why'd you cheat? And when you ask why they cheat, they don't know why. Or no, they do know why. They make up excuses. And the excuse was so fucking lame, and they didn't make any fucking sense at all. And one of the things I said is, what was it? Well, he wasn't. I liked him for who he was in that. Okay, no you didn't. No woman would like the man that she did in that. That was a complete fucking lie. I said, why'd you actually like him? Oh, because he supported you. Because you lived in a condo that was paid by his parents and that you had a safety net of that you didn't have to fucking do anything. Okay, I can understand that. So basically, you were living a life of... Okay. Okay, so your life was easy. And you tell me all the time. She's like, oh yeah, he had his parents had $1 million to Oh, okay. So his parents had money. I grew up stuff with don't care about the person itself. Don't care about the other person. Okay. I said that's a Pacifical, no. That's a Pacifical. All you ever fucking talk about. I listen to women at my working out. They're like, oh, I don't care if the guy's, fat all stuff. I'll just marry him because he has money and shit. Like, oh, yeah, that's the problem. Most guys that have money that can get girls are extremely fucking hot, not just the name-based, I'm okay looking woman.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what your other female colleagues say, you're so pretty and that. Yeah.
disabled. Stop it now.
Women love to lie to each other. Once again, women think that feelings matter more than anything else, which they don't. I got looping like 18 minutes. And that's the sad thing about it is.
Kill this constructor so we can get the hell out of here!
Take him out! Hey, yats! Lunar reinforcements, get ready!
Target repairs required. Now window. Unit check. Repairs.
Nailed it!
So it's like when you actually talk to women that actually understand them, talk to them. Ask them a question. Say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? You know? And if you're, depending on how you look or depending on how attractive you are, they give you different answers. There's not always the same answers. They give you different answers all the time. You know. And it gets kind of interesting. They'll be talking, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then the next day, when they ponder about it for like 1,500 years, which seems to be about a lot.
Meet me back at Sanctuary. I got a plan to stop Jack, but it won't work without you.
You saved Roland. This planet's been waiting for a hero like you. Thank goodness Jack didn't send
I've never
Wilhelm.
seen that phrase.
Whoa!
But yeah, I continue to watch this.
Social media has made this even worse. Women are bombarded every day with images of perfect men, perfect couples, and perfect lives, on which she compares her reality to those illusions. She feels like she's missing out. Being loyal, hardworking, flexing lifestyles, posting romantic gestures, or selling fantasies. Her reality feels insufficient, and because she lives in
Excuse me.
she's not
Vault Hunter?
that appreciates possible. So instead of appreciating the match, she resents it.
How the hell did those bandits snag you?
Handsome Jack is gonna kill us all unless you can stop him.
He means hi. That's his way of saying hi.
Right. Sorry. Hi. Look, I'll be honest, soldier. We're losing this war. We've been trying to stop Jack for years, taking out his men, raiding his iridium mines, but it hasn't been enough. But you met Jack and lived. You fought off the Rippers and the Bloodshots, saved my ass and Lilith's.
Thanks, by the way.
If we're gonna survive this, we need your help, Vault Hunter. Now, we thought Jack wanted to open a vault and use its power to wipe us off Pandora. But, thanks to some intel I stole from a Hyperion convoy, I found out we were wrong.
What?
He's not gonna open a vault. He's going to control it.
I'll just go ahead and repeat myself. What?
The vault Jack's looking for isn't an alien prison or a cache of weapons. It's a living thing. An ancient Iridian warrior, powerful enough to destroy all life on Pandora. Whoever awakens it gets to control it.
That sounds bad.
If Jack wakes the warrior, yeah. But if we control the warrior first...
We could use it to wipe Hyperion off the map. Alright, I'm liking this plan.
There's a problem. We need the vault key to wake the warrior, and Jack's already got it. But if you've spoken to Tennis...
She didn't vomit when she saw you, did she? She does that sometimes.
She might have told you the key needs to be charged with iridium. We're racing against time. Every ounce of that stuff that Jack mines from the ground puts him closer to taking control of that warrior and wiping us out. We gotta get our hands on that vault key. Now, if anybody knows where that key's being kept...
She's retarded.
Out in Tundra Express. He's as good at gathering intel as he is at drinking. So I'm sure he's sleeping off last night's booze right now. You'll need to get a fire weapon to wake him up. I'll explain when you get out there.
A world that shifts with her emotions. A world that doesn't exist outside her head.
That is so true. Nah, here's the thing is not all women are like this. There's a lot of women out there that actually are like into facts and logic. They actually see things from that perspective. Now, they don't always see it from that perspective, but they see it enough to where it's like, oh yeah, I didn't know that. Their boundaries, but women, modern women nowadays, that's why. See, you see how men are trying so fucking hard to help these fucking crazy ass women out that are like this. We're trying tooth and nail. We actually get psychology fucking like degree based people in that actually look into this crap. Women and men, like older women look at this crap, and then younger men like myself look at this crap. It's like, we know that your reality is a fucking bust. And we know that you live based upon this certain thing. That's why, like, women that, like, I've been with in that sat there and they only looked at me for the thrill. They always had boyfriends, or they're always married, and they'll flirt with me and try to get with me and shit. And they would sit there and they would continuously fucking do it too. They wouldn't stop. Especially at work. Like, they're not going to tell their husband or their boyfriend about it. And they never will. Because inside their minds, that they have that kind of mindset. The reason why they do that, because, like the guy was saying, it's a high. That's why I don't believe when women smoke weed, they don't smoke weed and get a high like a man gets a high. A man gets a chilled high. A woman gets an emotional high. Like, they get fucking high off of that emotions, and they start getting really, like, you know, giddy talking shit. You know, it's a natural thing, that. But, like, they're not using it as a, say, like, a chill. Like, I drink a beer to chill. I don't drink a beer to get more emotionally aggressive or more emotionally, you know, unstable and shit. It's like, for instance, like, I could talk about my ex all day long and how she was and that. At first, she was amazing. She treated me like a boyfriend. I could trust her. We had no problems. We sat there and we you know, we dealt with things accordingly. And we're fucking older too. It's not like my ex was fucking like in her like early 20s and that. The bitch was fucking 30 something. And she still had that childlike mind. And that's what kind of like got to me. And the more I think about that, and the more I sit there and I ponder about, why do women do this type of stuff, all you do is have to look at the psychology of it. Look at the psychology of it. It's like, why? When you ask the question why, you look at it, you're all like, oh, that's the reason why. Because they act like little kids. They're all in fantasy mode. Even in her fucking 30s? Yeah. Everything was fine until she got that feeling of staying that she wanted to get married in 5 years when she gave me a 5-year thing. She wanted me to get married to her. And it's like, why the fuck would I think about getting married to you when it's 5 years from now? Well, that's what I want. I'm like, but that's 5 years from now. And marriage is a long way of getting a relationship. First off, you cheated on all the fucking dudes that you're with. How the fuck would why would someone want to marry you, first of all? You bluntly stated that you are a cheater. I mean, yeah, you state that, one of the things she stated that I was like the only guy in her dating pool, or in her life, that wasn't like a friend of a friend of a friend. She was like, you were, an unknown man, basically. Like most, and she was being upfront with a lot of things that. Oh, I didn't get the shoes on. Other shoes on. And I was just saying, like, you didn't know me. You only knew me because of work. And so, we had like a good conversation about certain things and that. And so, I told her, I'm like, that's good, Nat, you know? It's like, that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to meet people that you don't fucking know. Or she told me that's like all the guys I met were through friends and that I knew of. I said, that's because you were too scared and too shy to do what you want to do, to get guys' attention. So all the dudes that you were with, you didn't actually try to get with them. You had someone else help you get with them. And I was the only one that actually asked you out, and you actually said yes. Like, okay. So I feel slightly more special about stuff and that. And then one day, I told her, and I because she got mad over something I don't know, really fucking stupid. It didn't make any sense to me because, I don't seem to get mad over much. And I don't get emotionally fucking involved with things as much as I need to because a lot of emotions are, absolutely fucking pointless. Unless it's serious emotions. When it's all these ragtag baby emotions, not give me an illusion in my head, please. Say you're gonna marry me. Why? Because you have to fit my illusion. My fancy. You literally are thinking about getting married? To who? To me? Okay. How about no? I'm not. And that was honest truth. I would never get married to you. Because you're not a woman. You're a whore. That's imitating a woman. So what does that tell you? As a man, when you bluntly have stated that you cheated on dudes, and you say you don't use anything, and when I told her, I'm just like, yeah, you literally cheated on your ex, and you're trying to say that, whoa. So do you not know what cheating is? Cheating is what? Why are they calling me at 6? No, my work called me. They called me at 6 o'clock, and I work at 8. Dude, my job, I tell you what. No, they called me twice. I was like, bro, I work at 8 o'clock. I'm not, I don't get up to work until, I leave at, 7:40. I actually gotta get going here in a couple minutes. Call me 2 hours before my shift starts. My job's funny. They're funny people. They'll call me hey, you come in early now? No, you guys can just deal with the problems because that's what I deal with. You don't know that we're night shift. We always have no one there. And one person doesn't show up, they literally freak out. And you know what it is? It's mostly the women at my work. They're the ones that call me, and when the men do call me in that, they'll ask if I can come up. They these women will try to do a demanding statement. They'll ask, but it'd be more demanding. It's oh yeah, it's we need you to come in, all stuff and that. Need? So I'd be well, we want you to come in that. You don't have, and say it's your choice to come in. Well, no shit, it's my choice to come in early or not. Alright. A lot of times when I get there, which, essentially happens a lot, I'll get there and everything's fine. Like, nothing's happening. They're not even busy. They'll have a little bit of a lineup. Yeah, you'll have like 7, 8 cars and drive through and that. Like, okay, well, push the cars out and you'll be fine. And this is what happens. They'll get a build up and then they freak out that, well, there's 7 cars lined up. Just do your job and the 7 cars will turn into 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You might get 3 more, but that's what the job is to work. Yeah. And a lot of times it's little things that like we don't have like we're having problems with people like dropping product and shit. And again the point is that like I come in, I checked everything. And funny thing is the managers don't do it. Like some of the managers they don't even check. They come in, they start talking and gossiping towards the other employees. Like maybe your main point of your job is to check, see if you have fucking product. I mean, that's kind of the job of a manager. Like, shouldn't you come in and check products? Like, most people get really, like, the ones that work really well that are quiet. They do all their jobs, and then they kind of talk a little bit. These people come in, and they talk their asses off. Like, oh my God, what did you do that? Oh my God, it's like, do you know you're at work, right? This ain't fucking high school. Like, this is why I don't like emotional managers. If you want to gossip on that, you can gossip when you're working. Cool. Like they feel like they could just do it all the damn time. So like thinking like maybe you should just fucking work. No coming to work. Check your product line. And you're like, well, I was doing other things that no you weren't. You literally were sitting there and doing absolutely fucking nothing. I see it with my own eyes and I hear you guys talk and it's like and you sit there and you come in like 5 minutes before you work, most of the times, give or take, you could go in and first thing I do is check product. Because we're having product issues. Check product and get in command mode and say, hey, you guys need to start dropping shit. Start dropping this, and this, and this. And then they'll go drop it if they're not busy. But if they are busy, immediately you start dropping it. And if the other manager person that has that shift doesn't do it, you go up to him and say, hey, there's no product drop, bro. You better start getting your shit together. But see, no one wants to be that demanding because feelings hurt. No, this is a job, bro. Just do it. No one, and that's what it is. These fucking feelings. My God, everyone's got so much emotions. Wait a minute, you're telling me what to do? Yeah, I'm telling you what to do, motherfucker. Do your damn job or get the fuck out. Bye. Deuces. Go cry fucking river. This is a business. This ain't a preschool where I gotta babysit motherfuckers, do all this emotional fucking theory shit, go through all these emotions and what the fuck? No, man. Do your fucking job. It's pretty fucking simple. Like, you guys always want these friends and feelings and shit like that. What the fuck is that gonna do for you when you're broke? Friends and feelings? Them friends ain't gonna be there for you anymore. I promise you that. Them friends are gonna be like deuces as soon as you go broke. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. God bless. Stay positive, man. And screw these liberal bitches, bro. These feminist bitches are crazy. Deuces.